Alright folks, we're going to do a real quick camera mod here. I figured something out I think everybody's going to think is pretty dang neat. Okay, actually, first of all, this is the 509G FPV1. The problem with this one was the camera wouldn't go up far enough. I'll show you. It would only come to this point here, you know. It would swivel down, but it wouldn't swivel back up, you know. Swivel down, but that's as far up as it would go. And when the helicopter, quadcopter, tilted forward, you'd be looking at the ground. Then you'd have to let off the throttle, and then you could see where you're going. Then as soon as you gave it more throttle, it'd be tilting at the ground again. So I got a nice little mod for you guys. Okay, first of all, I'm going to turn this upside down so everybody can see. Alright, first of all, you got two little plugs back here. If you got the FPV model, this says Wi-Fi, this one says F/C. So your plug is going to be from the F/C side, right there. So you pull your little antenna out of the feet here, boom. You pull the antenna out of the feet here. Hope you guys can see with this camera. By the way, this is my first in the lab. We're in the laboratory, folks. Video. We're going to have many more of these coming with some good ideas and modifications, how to improve things. Anyway, here we go. It's not the chop shop, just the laboratory. Anyway, bam. So you unplug that, okay? That's the first thing. Now this just slides in here. Actually, has two little things here that it slides into these two little things. Now, it's tight. I'm not going to lie to you, folks. It's pretty tight. Okay? I just put it back in for you. Now, take like a little screwdriver, you know, one of the ones that came with like your set, preferably a magnetic one. See how that screw's stuck on the end of there? Yeah. Makes it much easier. Anyway, take a screwdriver and basically push these two little things. I don't know if you can see it. Try to make it where you guys can see here. Get a little more light on the situation. Get a little more light on the situation here for you guys. Anyway. There you go. Okay, got a little more light on the situation for you guys, folks. Alright, so basically you push these little things in with a screwdriver and this whole piece will pop out. It's a little tight now, I'm not going to lie. But it does come out, okay? Make sure you don't push this antenna in either. You see this little bitty antenna right here? You want to keep it sticking out of the body because that's your 2.4 antenna. Okay, so set the quadcopter down like this, kind of put it out the way. We'll get back to it in a minute. Alright, so we got our camera here. Alright, this is the deal. This is how it sits on the quadcopter. That's how, it snaps in. Alright. Now, it only goes to here. You see that? See this piece here? See where it stops right there? Bam, it stops. It only goes so high. The camera angle will only go so high because of this. Well, we're going to fix that problem. Here's the deal. It's got one screw that's inside this hole. Okay, everybody thought this screw here was to tighten this so it would not go up and down. It has, come to find out, it has absolutely nothing to do with that. It just holds these two pieces together from coming apart. So, like I said, use a magnetic screwdriver. Like if you got one from like a Cyma X8 or X8, I believe. The X5, I think, comes with these two. Anyway, they're great little screwdrivers. They're magnetic. So go ahead, pull that screw out. Now, at this point, hold on, I'll show you where it came from. Alright, it came from there. Try to make this simple, guys, for you. Okay. Now, get you like a little flathead screwdriver or something, something similar, and just kind of stick it off in here. Be real careful now. Kind of pry it open, flip it over, pry it open. Alright. Same thing. Alright. Now, be careful when you pull this apart because this little piece here, the camera's held on by a ribbon and you do not want to break that ribbon. So just pull off one side if you can. Okay? So bam, you got the one side over here. And this is how it goes. So kind of keep it so you know how it goes. Yeah, like I just messed it up. Anyway, so it goes like this. Bam. Okay. Alright. Now, we'll go ahead and move this out of the way. Now, this ribbon, you do not want to break this ribbon, so be very careful with that, folks. Alright? Now, we're going to go ahead and pull off this other side. Alright. You see where these, you see that hole right there? That hole right there is what slides on this post right here. But that has nothing to do with the screw, because the screw goes through here. That's where the screw goes through, not here. So, when you tighten that screw down, it does not keep this thing from going up and down. Has nothing to do with it. Alright, so, now we got this thing pulled apart. We got this little ribbon. You want to be very careful with this. That's your little camera. Kind of set this to the side. Go ahead and set it down. Alright? Now, we got this little ball, basically, that it fits together too. It has these little nipples that fit down inside these holes. Okay, so you go ahead and just kind of put it back together for a second here. All right, because I want to show you something if we can get it back together. Alrighty, there you go. Okay. Anyway, all right, you know top from the bottom for the simple fact is there's no screw on this side and there's a hole on this side, so you know it goes just like this. Okay, trying to keep it easy for you guys so you know how to put this thing back together. Alright, so, bam. Okay, now we know the only thing holding this thing from sliding back is this piece right here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to extend this up. Going to go ahead and extend this up. So this camera will slide it as far up as you want it to slide. We're going to go ahead and cut this piece off. Right there. Now, I'm going to use a razor blade, but, you know, just be careful. Don't cut yourself, because I'm always pretty good at, for some reason, anytime I use a razor blade, I always seem to cut myself. But, anyway, I guess that's my problem. Oh, and as far as flying Ryan, I'm sorry, man. I wasn't trying to make fun of your kitchen, dude. It just, hell, mine ain't much better. Because I love your videos, dude. You rock, man. You do a fantastic job. Anyway. Alright. So you see what I just did? Alright. Now we're going to go ahead and slice them this way. Go ahead and slice it like that. We'll try to make it a little more neater. See if I don't cut my finger off. Right here on YouTube for everybody to see. Now that would be cool, actually. Should I probably get some views then? Cut my whole friggin' finger off. Anyway. Alright, so that is our modification. Now we're going to see how far up this thing is going to go. We're going to put it back together. So we're going to pull it back apart. Drop it on the ground. Stick this piece back in here. I hope you guys can see on this camera. It's not... like I said, I do got a new camera here, folks. And as soon as I figure out how to work it, I will be using it. Hopefully it'll be better. It won't be so fish-eyed like this one. Alright, now we stick the other side on there if we can. Just be careful. Don't force anything on there, That's the main thing. Don't force it together. Be easy with it like I just did. Whatever you do, don't force it together. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put this half here together. Now we're going to go ahead and stick this other half, as long as it's not upside down here, back on there if we can. It's not easy because you got to line up all these little nipple things. There you go. Now I got it together. Alright, now let's see here. Okay. See if it'll go up higher. Oh, look at that, folks. You could look at the sky if you want to now. Anyway, Yeah, that was just a quick little modification there, folks. That's going to work fantastic. You can look up as far as you want to look up now. All right. Go ahead and put this screw back in here. All right. Okay, and something else, don't over tighten this. Just get it snug, you know. You don't want to strip out this plastic because, you know, the screw's only going into plastic, you know. You don't want to strip it out. Alright, so bam. Alright, there we go. Wow, look at that. Tilt that up as far as you want to tilt it up. Alright, we're going to go ahead and stick it back on the bird now. Go ahead, line these things up. If we can. Alright, there we go. Pop back in, it's in place. Go ahead and stick this wire back in here. Hopefully that's in there, I think so, yeah. Alright. Stick this antenna back off in here. Got the wire back in there. Got the antenna up here. Kind of sticking just out the arm a little bit. I mean the landing gear. Alright, so now we got our camera installed. Back installed, and look at that. Watch this, folks. Look at that angle. How you like that? Huh? Wow. That's sweet. Now we got as much angle as we need. Alright, folks, we're back. Just want to show you real quickly. Here's the 509G with the modification. You can see the camera's pointing really high too. Look at that camera. Alright, looking pretty good. So when you're flying, okay, let's see. Okay, we're going to go ahead and tilt the 509G like it's flying at an extreme tilt. You know, look at that tilt right there, okay? That's about how far, you know, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, that's about how much pitch it has, I guess, about something like that. Okay, and you can see the camera's still looking straight ahead. Even though it's pitched forward, the camera's looking straight ahead. Look at that. It is not staring at the ground, folks. Not staring at the ground. It's straight ahead. Now, actually, okay, we're going to put it back in a stock configuration about where it was. Okay, it's about as high as it went before the modification. Now, watch this. When you tilt the quad into forward pitch, look, staring at the ground. Staring at nothing but the ground. You see that? Alright, now we're going to go ahead and tilt it up with my little nifty modification. Alright, now we're in forward pitch, and look at that. Now we're in forward pitch, and look at that. You can still see forward. You can still see where you're going. You're not staring at the ground. And then when you let off the power, let's see. Like, let's say you land. Okay. Well, that's the way it is with FPV, folks. When you land, you kind of don't see the ground no more. If you're at enough angle that you can see forward when you're in a pitch, all FPV racing and stuff is like that. But that's awesome. That makes it really nice to be able to fly around and be able to see where you're going. Well, that's my little modification in the laboratory. Frankenstein's lab. Hope you like, and please subscribe. Peace out.